Well, you know, after a car accident, you're shaken, you're confused, and oftentimes maybe even in shock. It may be difficult making important decisions like, should you call an attorney? Well, Valley Attorney Joseph Brown is here to walk us through the benefits of having legal help. And there are so many reasons why you actually should call an attorney. And first of all, Joe, I want you to tell everybody that, I mean, you're an attorney, but prior to that, you actually spent time in the insurance industry, kind of learning the ropes and the behind the scenes of it.
Yeah, I was trained as an insurance adjuster. Went through a 6-week training at one of the larger insurance companies.
Okay.
So I learned how to read policies, the little nuances that they want to teach us. I was a daily battle in class over what they thought liability should be and what I thought liability should be.
Wow.
So I knew back then that I was really not suited well to be an insurance adjuster or
Okay.
or not going to make them a whole lot of money or save them a whole lot of money, I should say.
So, well, that's to our benefit, though.
I think so.
Now that you're an attorney representing accident victims, but even prior to going out on your own, you were working with a huge law firm, which is why you went out on your own. Explain that.
Exactly. I managed one of the larger personal injury firms in town. You know, I just felt like clients had become a number. It was a daily text message to the owner. How many clients did we sign up? How much money did we deposit? You know, things that I just, you know, I was in a bad accident. I got into this because I liked helping people, and I felt like I needed to do something where I could be a little bit closer to my client, where my client had access to us, to me, to my colleagues, the attorneys of the law firm, as opposed to only dealing with paralegals and maybe talking to their attorney once in the beginning and once in the end, or sometimes not at all with some of the other law firms.
Right, having to communicate with other people who don't necessarily know your case. And you know, oftentimes if it's a serious accident, you know, you're out of work, you possibly have some serious injuries. I mean, there's a lot going on in your life.
There's a lot.
We need you. I need to be able to communicate with you.
There's a couple cases right now that I literally talk to them, very serious injuries, very serious things that we're trying to document, that I talk to them almost daily, you know, or every other day at a minimum. And even if it's just an email back and forth saying, hey, here's the update, here's what's going on. So one of the things we focus on the Accident Law Group is that client. Your client can meet with the attorney. Do I handle more phone calls now than I've ever done in my career? And I like it. I like keeping the caseloads to a point where it's easy to do that. You have just as many attorneys as you have assistants, as opposed to 3 or 4 times the assistants to attorneys.
Right.
You know, so as we grow, we're actually adding attorneys versus adding paralegals.
And what do you want everybody at home to know that really makes what you do different, your passion project here?
Well, I think it's that, you know, I love helping people that are hurt. You know, and I think that resonates throughout the firm. You know, we roundtable cases. I'm always giving guidance to even the other attorneys, even other attorneys in the Valley who call me, who've had, you know, years of experience, say, hey, how would you handle this? You know, how does the insurance company look at that?
Wow.
So I use my experience to help the client, and our focus really is the client. We have the accident law guarantee, which we've talked about plenty of times about the fee, and just really focusing on, you're hurt. Let's try to take this off your plate. Let's get you better and maximize whatever settlement we can get for you. You know, sometimes like when Phyllis was here the other day, there's just not enough money, but how do we make that work so we can still make it a positive for you?
Well, and because you know so much of the behind the scenes part and some creative maneuvering is always to our benefit as well. Joe, thank you very much. Really, really good information. And Accident Law Group, they have 2 locations for you to choose from. One is in Tempe. It's 3923 South McClintock Drive, Suite 400. The other one is on Black Canyon Highway. It's 15650, and right on the highway there is Suite 155B in Phoenix. Here's that phone number, 602-264-4ALG, or you can always learn more on Joe's website. Visit accidentlawgroup.com.